George, I'm bored. It's Friday night, buddy. Nothing to do. All this social distancing, you know, I get why we have to do it, but it's putting a cramp on my lifestyle. Can't go out and have drinks with buddies. Can't have people over. I'm sitting here talking to my dog. What are we gonna do, buddy? Wait. Did you hear something? George, you're not a very good watchdog. I know I hear something. Hey. Huh. When did you guys get here? Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Hey, so it's Friday. Got off work this afternoon a little early. Came home, did a few things around the house. I'm still trying to, since we moved, I'm still trying to get everything situated where I want it and get the place livable. But I did a few things, made some dinner, and then after that I started thinking, kind of bored. We're in the midst of this COVID-19 stuff and all the social distancing and that sort of thing. We can't really necessarily go do the things we'd want to do on a Friday night, whether that's, have people over for a barbecue, go out, have drinks, or have dinner with friends, go catch a movie, what have you, the things you would normally do on a Friday or Saturday night. You really can't do those things right now. So now that everything's done in the house, I'm trying to find some things that, the kid and I can go do. They're still doing distance learning, so school's not quite done for them. But after homework's over, trying to find things we can go do that still allow us to maintain our distance, but not just be stuck in the house. So this video is about the value of a good old 22. So if you have access to an outdoor range or even an indoor range, if they're still open in your area, everybody's out there purchasing 9mm or 45s or 40s or shotguns, that sort of thing, which is great for home protection. But if you have a little bit of money left in the budget, think about getting yourself a good 22. So this is the one I have. It's my grandpa's old gun, and just YouTube safety police here, so it's clear, nothing's in it. But yeah, don't overlook the value of having a 22 in your gun collection. Right now, you purchased your again whatever caliber you purchase for home defense. A lot of it you can't find ammo for right now, or ammo's real scarce. At least in my area, we can still find a pretty good amount of 22. So I can go to this outdoor range, keep my distance from people, and we can shoot all day long or all afternoon long at least for a couple hours for $20-$30. So that's part of the point of this video is don't overlook the value of having a 22. It's hours and hours of entertainment for the family, but it's also a good way to introduce the kiddos or new shooters to be able to learn muzzle awareness, trigger control, the rules of how to handle a firearm. They don't have much if any recoil or kick to them, so it's easy to learn those fundamentals on it, and then you can shoot the bigger guns too. So don't overlook the 22. I'm going to do a little bit of a tabletop review because I'm kind of feeling nostalgic about Grandpa's old gun tonight. But just wanted to put that out there. Look into options so you can have fun and keep your distance. So I will see you guys in just a minute, and we'll have some fun, hopefully. Okay, so, and forgive me, I'll probably get a little nostalgic with this one tonight, but this is the original box that my grandpa purchased the gun in. This gun was manufactured in 1978, but everything's still here. So we open it up. Just want to point out, you guys, if you're looking for a really good classic 22 that's going to be real accurate, look for one of these. This is the Mark 1 version. There's Mark 1s, Mark 2s, Mark 3s, and Mark 4s. Up to the Mark 3, there's, pretty subtle variations in it. Mark 4, they redesigned it to make it easier for cleaning. But basically, it looks-wise, it's still the same firearm. I'm going to get into this here in a little bit, but all this stuff, like here's the original magazine for it. Got some old Thunderbolt 22 ammo. So these are boxes of, how many are in here? There's 50 bullets in here, guys, for a little thing like this. And it's bought at Coast to Coast for $1.39. So this is pretty old ammo. I don't still shoot this. It just happens to be in the box still. Got your, quintessential gun lock, which these are pretty well useless. Gun owners tend to have a lot of these. Do yourself a favor and have a safe. Child safe pamphlet even back then. Look, gun control's been back then. Learn how to keep your kids safe even back in the 70s. Surprise, surprise, we take care of our stuff. Take care of our families. The original owner's manual. Here's the original price tag that was hung on the trigger guard for $93.50. But according to this, he bought it for $92. So just kind of some fun stuff there. This is the rig that my grandpa carried this one when he was shot. He still has some ammo in it. Old school style holster. My kid actually wears this when we go shooting. So kind of fun having the old school stuff. But on to the gun. So again, this is a Ruger Mark 1. This is a phenomenally fun gun. It's accurate. It's got a great trigger to it. It's in really good shape. Before I even started this video tonight, I looked at some of the really reputable used gun online avenues where you can purchase these. These are still going for anywhere from $315 up into the $500 range, depending on the variation of the gun. And I'm talking Mark 1s, not the newer ones. Whether it's a 1, 2, or 3, or 4, whatever mark you have, the operation of it's the same. They all look like this. Some have, a little more robust barrel. Some will have a longer barrel. But this is the basic firearm that you can still buy and still produce today. Biggest difference between the modern version is when it comes into cleaning. This old one, I'm not going to take it apart on camera. It's not as bad as a lot of people make out, but there's so your mainsprings here, you have to take this out, and there's a pin you take out, and it allows you to drive the barrel forward so you can take it off to clean it. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do it, but if you practice it a few times, you can do it. The new ones have a button in it. It almost comes off like an AR-15, where it's got, you release it here and it pivots off on the front, a very similar operation to it. And then you can take the bolt out and everything else. But my point in showing you guys and gals this gun tonight is if you have access or are able to buy a 22, there's some great newer options too. But if you want kind of a nice classic firearm, look into something like this. The Ruger Mark 1, most people will tell you that it's a phenomenal firearm. This one particular one can be a little finicky on ammunition, but I think it's because I only have the original magazine for it. I probably need to look into getting a newer magazine. This is supposed to hold 9 rounds. I find if I keep more than 7 or 8 in it, it tends to have a little feeding issues. And like a lot of these, it tends to like the CCI mini mags better than regular ammunition. I wouldn't run anything like this that's got just a lead case. It likes something with, even like the Winchester, something with a plating on the bullet itself. But my point is, these are great firearms, and if you can find one, if you're lucky enough to get one, pick it up, shoot it. There's a lot of popular 22s out there, like a Taurus TX22, fun gun too, but man, I gotta tell you, something like this, you'll be glad you have it. And again, I'm a little nostalgic. I shot this gun for the first time when I was about 10 years old, and I'm actually teaching my daughter to shoot on this particular firearm. And someday she'll get her own. But, really, if you want to have a lot of fun and not break the bank, you know, you can purchase something like this or something different, but you can shoot this and have so much fun and create so many memories with your family, with your kids, teaching them how to shoot on a 22, and then they can graduate to something bigger. But with something like this, they can learn their muzzle awareness, and they can learn trigger control and all the basics of firearms. And you can go have tons of fun, be outdoors at an outdoor range or even an indoor range if you have access to one, but just get out there and have some fun and do something different. Well, guys, I hope you liked that review. I know I got a little nostalgic on it, but you know, the point of this is the 22 is something that is of value to everybody's gun collection. You know, get one or get the one you have out, dust it off, clean it out. If you have, you know, family that has land, or if you have access to, like where I'm joining, you know, it's a great place, and I don't say the name because I don't know if I have their permission or not, but it's a league you can join, and most states have them. I mean, it's got trap ranges, it's got 4 or 5 different pistol and rifle ranges, it's an archery range. You know, you pay an annual fee, and you can shoot sun up to sundown 365 days a year just with your annual membership fee. So take a look and see what you have access in your area, and you might find some ways to create some memories. This one even has a fishing pond. You can go fishing for free. So as always, have fun. You know, if you like this video, like it, share it, subscribe it. Most importantly, shoot safe. Thanks, guys.